got Luke Rockhold, we got Khalil Rountree,
What up?
we got Ethan, and we got Elijah. Bring it in, boys. Bring it in. Come on. Bring it in.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wayne, can they see us?
Yeah.
Can they hear us?
Yeah.
Yo, chat saying, yo, how is this lineup coming together? Yeah, it's the Avengers of UFC right
It
here.
really is.
Get it right. We're going to kick this thing off. We got a lot to talk about. We're doing a full UFC recap. I think a lot of people, they wanted to hear about the fights. They want to know what's going on. This year, we wanted to change things up a little bit. So we got the Jaxxon behind the brand, which is showing you guys all the sparring, all the training camps with Khamzat, Armin, Khalil, Luke, and the rest of the team. And we also wanted to bring in some of UFC's rising superstars to give you guys some inside look on the fights, show you guys what's cracking. Obviously, TJ couldn't be here today. He's coming off that.
I was just with TJ.
You were just with him?
Well, I was out there with him because, you know.
What you and TJ doing together?
Well, not together, but you know, we was in the same vicinity, you know.
Yeah.
And what was cracking?
It was dope. I mean, just always, you know, TJ Dillashaw was my dad's head coach on The Ultimate Fighter.
No way.
Yeah.
Was he?
TJ Dillashaw.
TJ was on.
Our
Who was
TJ
coaching for
Dillashaw?
whose team?
For TJ Dillashaw on The Ultimate Fighter.
Your dad was on TJ's team?
Yeah. For
Why did I think he was on like John Jones' team?
He was on both of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was on the John Jones and Chael Sonnen and then TJ Dillashaw and Cody Garber.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Right, so that scene where Cody Garber kind of grabbed TJ,
Yep.
that all started because Seth, I can't remember his last name, but my dad was fighting a guy named Seth, and they got into it.
Got
and
it.
then that whole
sparked the coaches to go, oh, okay.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow, I didn't realize that. So yeah, I saw your dad on the John Jones season, but now I
Yeah.
got to go back and watch it. That's crazy.
Listen, so we're gonna kick this off. Ethan, we haven't had you on the pod yet, but we did have Malcolm on the pod. And going into that fight, Malcolm was undefeated. He was very excited. He came on this podcast. He was telling us all about what he was going to do. And then there was some last minute issues. I think one of his opponents fell out.
Right.
And they called you up.
Yep.
But you got like the same flow as Malcolm. You guys are both construction, right? You guys both did construction. You both got called up to the big leagues, Madison Square Garden. And then you soldier boyed him, took his whole flow, beat him, and you're a construction guy with the same story. Is this correct?
Put the hammer on him.
Put the hammer on him.
Put the hammer on him. You know, in his interview after the fact, he pointed out that we're in separate areas of the construction industry, which is true. But yeah, they called me up short notice.
What does that mean? Hold on, time out. What you trying to say? He home improved you?
What's that?
Tim Allen? What do you mean?
I'm on the safety side of things, you know. So I'm a little bit. I walk around and make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to and doing all the right things. For Malcolm, I'm sure that was not very favorable for him to lose to a safety guy. He pointed out the fact after it. So,
Wow, what a toss! That was a good toss.
You got the safety haircut
Turn
too.
this off.
You can't be doing construction with that kind of hair.
Which one?
You can't be doing the real construction with that kind of hair, dog.
Yeah.
You're walking around doing hair
Exactly.
whips.
I like to look all pretty, you know. I take my time, take my breaks and whatnot. So,
Were you scared of him going into the fight, him being undefeated, and you being called up to the big show last minute?
no, scared's not the correct
Ooh,
term.
what a
You
head
know, I'm prepared for
Aware.
anybody, you know.
You're
and
aware.
yeah, he's got a lot of power. He brings a lot of big knockouts. He's got one in the Contender Series and 2 in the UFC. So I understood what it meant to go face Malcolm, and yeah, I was ready for it though.
You showed up. You looked.
Technically, I knew I personally I'm a boxer guy. I like to fight on the feet. So I figured I'd beat him there, and if I needed to, I'm also my background is in wrestling. So if I needed to go there, I'm ready for all of it.
You know,
you showed that.
Did y'all get a performance bonus?
We did not. We got fight of the month, but
Man,
no fight of the
They don't
night.
pay for that.
And
They don't
there's
pay
no
for that.
bonus with that one. So yeah, it's
There's one time I
remember-
submitted Tim Boach. I got like submission of the year, but I didn't get fight of the night.
Right.
I didn't get bonus of the
You're like,
I was like,
hey, swap those around. I'll take the other one.
What the fuck?
Stack them up, put them all into one. If you get
Yeah.
fight of the year, you get the whole collection of every
Because I'm
fight.
not gonna lie, yeah, this fight was like it was super entertaining.
I
It
think
was super
we had
entertaining.
fight of the night. There was a
Yeah.
couple knockouts on the main card. And
There
I
was.
think being on the main card, it kind of goes in your favor. So
Yeah.
The
That's what
chat says
happened.
Khalil Rampage looks exactly like Rampage. They're calling you Khalil Rampage.
That's cool.
Is that cool with you?
Yeah,
Do
that's
you
fine.
mind being called Rampage?
Yeah, because all you guys been crying about not seeing Rampage on the
Is
pod
this-
anymore. So
wait, they're
I-
saying, is this the safety guy?
Yes.
Does that irritate you at all when they call you the safety guy?
no, I have a safety profession as well. I'm building up a business. So the more notoriety I can get towards that, all the better.
Also, like if you saw the way that this guy just fought, yeah, he's a safety guy, but he will put hands on you all day and be.
And that's the other thing is, everybody's like, oh, the safety guy is this or that. I'll punk him,
Nah.
Now you can't say that you're going to punk the safety guy if I
no
come
one's
on
punking
site.
you,
So
dude. Yeah, you come in there and you fight. That's good.
Okay, I'm
No
going
one's
to bring
punking
up
this guy.
Elijah's fight because Elijah, you were on fire, okay?
Yeah.
And you balled out. Before I bring that up, I got to hear everybody's opinion. They just announced Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry. What do we think? Luke, I'm going to start with you. Nate Diaz versus Mike Perry. What are we thinking about that fight?
It's mixed martial arts, right?
It's an MMA fight on MVP's Netflix. Then Khalil, I'm going to go to you next.
It's going to be interesting. You see how Mike can get to him. Nate's going to be long. He's going to be rangy, and then he can grapple too. So
Nate's going to be long. You want to specify what you mean with that? Elijah thought it was funny. What you mean, Nate?
Excuse me? Time to come out of the closet, Bear.
He got that pre-recorded.
I had that pre-recorded on the speakerphone.
He's walking around.
Is that what you be using when you're on the safety sites? Do you know how to operate one of those things?
they
Yo.
didn't give me one of those, unfortunately. I would have all
that's
sorts of cool
crazy.
things pre-recorded on it.
Yo, that's crazy that you think like that's funny, like pre-recording things.
Tell the people today.
God damn, Luke. Khalil, what do you think? Mike Perry versus Nate Diaz. How's it going to go down?
I think that they were both great fighters, like in their careers, but I really don't care to see Mike Perry fight Nate Diaz right now.
I'm a double down with you on that.
I
I
just-
really don't. I don't like,
like,
that. Doesn't get me excited.
They left us with great memories, but like, are both of them right now training to be in peak shape to put on, you know what I mean, championship level exciting matches? No, they're not prime athletes right now. They left that in the past. So like, yeah, they're big names, but do I want to see that right now? Am I sitting at the edge of my seat to see these two dudes fight? Absolutely not. But cheers to them. Go get the bread, whatever, entertain the people. But I don't see it being this like crazy exciting fight. They're both good fighters, so we're gonna get a fight. But I'm not the edge of my chair about it.
No?
I don't think it'll be bad. I think Mike's got a different mentality these days. He'll bring it. He's probably got some extra help, and Nate's gonna bring it too. So I mean, they'll do a nice little war.
Yeah, they're gonna bring it because that's who they
I think
are.
like Mike's gotten tougher, and like he'll have to bring it to Nate, and Nate's gonna have to stand his ground and do his thing.
Yeah.
Well, what Nate's last fight was Jake Paul. Was that his last fight? No. What was his last?
But I
fight?
mean, this
I
is
don't
like what
remember, but I remember
That's the
watching
only
it
one I
kind
can
of
remember.
like I wasn't so excited about. You know what I mean? It, like
No,
they
yeah,
kind
no,
of looked a little tired. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I felt
That's
like I
just
was kind
boxing,
of like
though,
watching
too.
my uncle's fight type of thing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, but
like-
you said
Yeah,
it's just
but
boxing,
Nate
but then
got
you add in the
hands.
wrestling. So I mean,
Mike
so
Perry
maybe
got
it
hands,
make
too.
it more.
this is what I'm
exciting.
saying. Like
yeah, I mean that's just boxing.
Yeah.
This is
like
this is what they do.
Mike Tyson also had hands, but we saw what happened when he stepped in outside of his athletic mindset and shape and everything. It's like, yeah, you're always going to get some type of entertainment, but we're not watching these guys in prime shape. We're watching these guys like, yeah, I'll take a fight and get paid a little bit. They're not. It's not the same hunger. They're not the same people. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna fight, but it's not that exciting.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ethan? What's your breakdown?
I think it's entertaining to the people just because the big
Yeah.
names, you got, Nate Diaz and then Mike Perry are both characters. So I think it brings that to the table, but I agree with you. They're not where they used to be, and it's not two top level guys getting after it, if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring this right into this weekend's battle.
Yeah.
Elijah, I know your dad, obviously was in the UFC. We talked to you one time on the Jaxxon podcast.
Yeah.
And I know you want the strap. I know you want the title. You going through the motions. You're going through the rankings right now. Walk me through this fight.
So, we started off this fight and we know that he wants to wrestle. We know that he doesn't want any part of the stand up. And, yeah, so I'm just trying to find my time, and I know I just want to see him come out his shell. I'm looking for him to engage in the wrestling, and I time a beautiful knee in this first round that's coming up here shortly.
Yeah, knee to the face.
Yeah, which I give him kudos because I was like, damn, that was such a nice knee. How the hell did he just eat that? I think it's coming up right about now. Boom.
Oh, yeah.
And then he tried to,
he ate that.
he ate it. And then he tried to throw me.
Try to lat drop you.
Yeah,
after that,
yeah,
which is
It was good.
sit-
Good timing.
Yeah.
It just the footing wasn't right. Yeah.
So he got to where he wanted to be. He wanted to be attached to me, and I knew that he was gonna have to expend a lot of energy holding me down, taking me down, and then to keep me down, you're gonna expend even more energy. So this first round, he took the first round, burn around, throw it in the back. But I felt good. I felt fresh. I didn't feel any sense of like panic, like, oh no. Even when he got to these positions, just making sure my hips got higher. And but he did a great job of reaping out the leg and getting the trips. But I just knew I couldn't settle. This was the only time that I settled because I knew it was the last few seconds of the round. Now coming into this round, I just knew once I was seeing the shot, boom, uppercut straight to the hook. And I saw him just wobble a little bit. And as I'm going for the ground and pound, I'm like, okay, these aren't going to be the punches to finish him. And he starts leaving his neck wide open.
Yeah.
And boom, I snatched that neck up. I'm like, it's game over. As soon as my arm got around his neck, I was like,
yeah.
And then I went gable grip. I was gonna go for a traditional rear naked, but the gable grip was just right there. Hide the elbow so he can't peel off the hands, and drive your hips into it. Stay constricted and get.
I got a couple questions, Elijah. So, the first one during the after the first round, your dad said to you that he was going to strike. Did you guys anticipate that the second round he was going to come out and try to test his striking?
Yeah, because we knew that he was going to the pace that he put on in the first round. We knew that he wasn't going to be able to keep up that pace all 3 rounds. So at some point he's going to have to go shy away from the wrestling and try to stand and bang for a little bit.
Okay, so would you say that gave you a little bit more confidence to let your striking go in the second round, which is probably what landed that?
Yeah, exactly.
That, right?
And then I knew that if he wanted this takedown, and once he gets uncomfortable, that was another thing. Forward pressure. We wanted to get him backed up.
Yeah, show me that. I like the way you keep your hands in front when you're getting forward pressure. Now, a lot of people always talk about Mighty Mouse. He always talks about the fighting hands.
Stop hands.
And if you watch Luke, who fights like Southpaw, he always puts pressure. Even on the training videos while Khamzat we've been releasing. How do you do that?
So I'm right here.
Yeah, slow down. You're doing too much.
So I'm changing. So instead of being traditional, I'm almost like right here because obviously I want to parry because he likes to roll. Yeah,
because he comes with these.
Yeah. He likes to roll with the hook.
Yeah.
So we were working on a lot of jabs, post, and then also
that's the level change.
Yeah, that's the level change. Every time he changes levels, we change levels with him. Boom.
You were preparing for that.
Yeah, we were preparing for that, and also uppercuts. And then obviously
you kind of look like Marab in the light, by the way. I just want to put that out. I quickly caught your eye. I was like, I think I'm doing a podcast with Marab.
Yeah, so
you got that Marab look to you.
So that's exactly what our game plan was.
Luke, can you show me Southpaw stance? Can you show me a little bit? Like I've been watching you spar with Khamzat and the whole team and Khalil, and you love to like really have like a wide stance. What does that do for you? And I think people want to know what that does.
It just allows me to kick. With Khamzat,
Khamzat's
gonna come with me. I got kick. You got to just maintaining distance because I stay here and I can always rotate. I got a left kick that can change the element of anything. So it's with him.
Hold up. Khalil leaning back on that one. He don't understand what that meant.
No, I'm just.
He's a southpaw. You don't get it as much.
He don't understand what that meant.
I'm trying to see what change the element of anything. That's what I was trying to.
No, I mean I could just blast.
He's saying he could change the outcome of any fight, Khalil. If you want to say something, say something.
No.
Don't fall apart like a paper plate holding a bag of BBQ ribs.
Look, I'm not. No disrespect. I'm just trying to say like, what does that mean?
He said no.
What does it mean?
Ethan, you like that? I got
power in the kick.
Power in the kick. Okay.
Power in the kick. So explain it real quick. I like where you were going with this. Explain it.
I'm not dogging you. Give me a handshake.
You done took him off his whole demonstration.
You took off his whole explanation.
No.
You're going left-handed.
How could you even see him, Stevie?
He was about to demonstrate something, and we didn't even get to it.
I'm sleepy today. I got
it. Hey, no, I want to see that because I've been watching.
No, it's a left kick. I can go low, mid, high, and I just
throw
one big body kick.
Stand up.
One big body kick changes the element of how a fight would go.
Okay.
One big blast.
Yeah, it will.
I can kick harder than most anybody else in the world.
I still want to understand when you spar. I watch you. You're so wide. So explain.
That's what I like. Khamzat's gonna kind of close the distance. I'm not in shape, and he's gonna push me. I want to maintain distance.
But you fight like this too. I watch you fight like this.
Yeah, because I'll just rotate. Like if he come forward, I can rotate quick, and I can block any pattern of movement forward.
Got it. So basically, this stance allows you to throw that.
I want them to. I want to break their arm. Like I used to just try to
blast.
I knew that I fought Jacare Souza, and I knew he was just locked in, loaded, and I was like, I'm gonna take out that right arm. Yeah. And so I would just crack his arm as hard as I could, and I just kept hitting it, even though I knew he was gonna block it.
Khalil,
because it makes him understand that pace. When the guy can kick hard, You have to question
It
everything.
knocks the whole balance off and everything like that.
Yeah, Khalil,
that's
you
what he meant
show
by
me
change
something real
element.
quick. When you fight with your feet in front of you, though. Like, I don't
He
understand
fights
where
like
you get any
he
power.
fights like a traditional Thai stuff. Thai
Ethan, you
style.
ever seen him fight?
Yeah,
he
for
did.
sure.
What do you think about
Many
his fighting
times.
style?
Yeah,
I think he's dope. I think he's very dangerous on the feet.
He said,
You don't think he's dangerous at all?
I said I think he's very dangerous.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I think I'm more of a boxer, so
He's
for
more
me,
light.
I'm a little bit more planted. You know, a little bit more head movement. But those Thai guys, they're always ready to go. So
I think
if you can do that, you're ready.
Where do you get your power?
So I think it's a mixture because Muay Thai is essentially Thai boxing, right? So the difference between like, let's say guys like Luke or whatever that stand a little bit more bladed,
Yeah.
this back foot's a little bit more back. So your hips are obviously diagonal. With Thai boxing, your hips are here, but that's why this is like for balance. So I don't want my hips to be like this. You'll see my kick coming from forever. But if I'm more square to you, then I can just lift it. And you didn't even see it.
yo, why
But you
you
don't
not
see
double
it.
forearm
What?
block, man? Why
But you
not-
don't see it.
What am I supposed to do?
Bro, you're
Let me
supposed
see
to
you do that, champ.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what to do. Come on,
I will wake you up.
like a baseball bat.
Oh my
But if
god!
I did it from here, you'd be
Hold
able,
up, how am I
you'd be able
supposed?
to see it.
Whoa! Settle down, Chopper. How am I supposed to block that? First of all, Jesus.
There's different ways. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do
Luke,
that.
how am I blocking
this.
this? I'm going to my corner.
Stay tight, dog.
Stay tight. All right, let's sit back down. You got me, dog. Why are you trying to do that to me?
Hey, but I'll say one
He
thing.
cracked me like a crab leg at Red Lobster. Why
That
you
was
gotta
like
do that?
the Street Fighter technique to block a kick right there.
Yeah, bro.
Little
That's crazy.
reaction.
Hey, but I'll say one more thing about my fight is that that I feel like the UFC they need to redo how they count takedowns, because I would say he probably got in that first round. I'll say he probably got 2, maybe 3 takedowns at max. The rest of them were all mat returns. And in wrestling, technically mat returns aren't they aren't takedowns. So like what when Marab when he did that to Corey Sandhagen and they were counting all those mat returns as takedowns.
Good point.
I don't really count those as takedowns. Those are mat returns. If you mat return and a guy pops back up, that's not a takedown.
Your hands stay locked. It's not a
Yeah.
takedown. If you
Quick
if
question.
you get the takedown,
Cool question, Elijah. I saw that obviously you fought the Korean.
Yeah.
But then I saw you had Naomi on your
Yeah,
shoulder
yeah.
with the Korean flag. What, are you half? Or
Yeah,
you,
half.
Oh,
Korean.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So it was
You got a
actually.
problem with that?
no,
You
I
seem
was
to have a
just,
problem
He said
with
no.
everybody
He said
today.
no. I've had so many
spend
people
so much
ask
time in
me.
Korea, like all this thing, like I'm learning, everything.
His
So I was
wife's
like,
from
oh,
Korea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh, that's
my wife's
lit,
half
yeah.
Korean. We're
so my
moving
mom,
there this
my
year,
mom,
like,
she
all
was
that
born in Seoul, Korea, and then my grandfather, military, and then that's how he met my grandmother, and then
Amazing.
that's how we ended up here in the U.S. In
Have you
Colorado.
been?
I've been only one time when I was a kid, when I was probably like maybe like a baby, like maybe like 3 months old.
Okay.
And I haven't been back then, but or since. So that's on my bucket list. That is
Okay.
on my bucket list.
All right, well, stay tapped in. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll be there. So yeah,
Yeah, when you going?
I'm
Shit, whenever.
all the time. I'll be there in April for a long time.
For a long time. Damn.
Yeah.
He's going back and forth. He's been training at a Korean top team.
My new
out there.
base, my new base is between here and Korea now.
Oh,
So
that's lit.
I'll be back and forth between here and Korea. So I'm moving over there, gonna train with those guys. There's a lot of good work out
Damn.
there, a lot of good talent, and yeah.
Ethan, where's your home base at?
Yorba Linda, California.
Whoa,
Right down the street.
you're Belinda!
Oh.
Where'd you grow up training at?
I grew up in Anaheim Hills. I wrestled at Canyon High School. And,
Ah, you know J-Star.
yeah.
Damn! J-Star the one who be giving him the cars. That's why Khalil
That's
have
what's
a
up.
new
You know
Urus every other
J-Star.
week.
We talked about you at J-Star like not that long ago.
Okay. I was gonna say I stopped over there after this last fight.
Okay.
And went and talked to those
Yeah,
guys
that's what
for
they
sure.
said. They were
So,
happy about that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, Yorba Linda. I bounce around. I got the Den Training Center, Yorba Linda. I got CSW, which is Coach Eric Paulson, and then La
What a
Mirada. I'm
beast.
with my boxing coach, Dale Roybal.
Did you guys watch the Brad Tavares fight?
I
Yeah,
didn't
I
get to
did.
see it, but
You
I
watched
saw
it?
I mean, they were
Andrews
right. They were
retired,
literally right before. I think they were a fight before me, or 2 fights before me. So I was in the back watching it, and they were, man, for 2 unks.
I'm gonna just pull that up real quick.
For
I
two,
think
for man,
you
I
should
tell
get some
I'm
chains
telling
out
you,
of this
for
guy.
2
I think
unks,
it's
man.
you look good on his physique.
Yo, Eric, man.
Good accent.
I'm gonna pull this fight up real quick because I think Eric retired after
Yeah,
this
he
fight.
did.
Yeah, and Brad Tavares is, He trains with Eric Nixick out of Extreme Couture.
Yeah.
He's a beast, dude.
I like both these guys. I respect both of them. But like I said, yeah, they was actually throwing down, man. They were throwing down 2 unks at a barbecue.
Ooh, that's what you're thinking, huh?
Yeah, man.
What'd you think? They were just swinging for the fences?
Nah, man, they were just fighting, man. That's what you want to see. I feel like for an Apex card, man, these fights were on Saturday. They were lit.
Yeah, they were.
How you focus? Are you like able to focus on your fight while you're watching the fight before you?
Oh yeah, man. I be watching the fight, seeing what the guys are doing, seeing what mistakes, maybe something. You know, you never know how you can learn something on the fly.
You're just trying to keep your mind distracted in the back.
That too. But I ain't gonna lie. When I was warming up, there was a speaker in the back, and I connected to the speaker. And once I seen that, and I connected and put my music on, I said, "It's over with. I'm lit. I'm in my element."
What'd you listen to before the
Man,
fight?
I put on that new Baby Keem.
How old are you?
Not Baby
How
Keem.
old are
You don't
you?
know Baby Keem?
Hey,
Bruh,
first of all, Baby King is the craziest name ever.
no,
'Cause
not
everyone's a-
Keem.
Everyone's a
Keem.
K-E-E-M.
He thought it was Baby Cream. Luke, wake up, dog.
Man,
Wait, how come
How
you
you
all-
not listen to 50 Cent Many Men?
that's Kendrick Lamar's nephew.
How does he change it from Baby King to Baby Cream?
And then after that, but I was also listening to that new J. Cole album.
Okay.
But damn, man, Baby Keem, y'all don't
No,
know.
I think-
Wait. This guy's Baby
He's
King
from
right here.
Cali.
Well, look at that haircut. Are you kidding me
All right,
right
listen,
now?
I just pulled up.
What is
Oh,
it?
what happened in the fight? All right.
Is that real?
I'm pulling up the fight right now. We got Charles Johnson versus Bruno Silva.
Bro.
It was a split decision, obviously. Oh, man. Paramount be killing me. in
Paramount
here.
is A.
What's going on in here, dude?
Can you get us some close-ups of that guy's haircut?
You know, why Johnson won. You know, he kept the fight kind of disciplined. You know, he picked spots over the 3 rounds. I think we talked about that yesterday when we were watching the fights. We were kind of rewatching it. And his output is just consistent. He edged out Silva's, wilder approach. Did you guys see anything special from this fight? I know it's flyweight, but what did you think from this? I'll start with you, Khalil.
Actually, surprisingly, I thought that the rounds went to Silva. So I heard that one of the judges scored it 30-27 Johnson. I didn't see that. Although I love Charles Johnson. Like, I've known him for a really long time. He's a good dude, but I'll just see it how I see it. And I thought that Silva actually controlled more of the fight. I thought that he had more of the edge. But split decision, so it always goes up in the air.
Did he get did he get a point taken from him?
Actually, I don't remember if he got a point taken or not.
I know there was a
there was
a headbutt, and then there was also something else that happened. I don't know if it was a groin shot.
It might have been a groin shot, if anything, because I think I do remember a groin shot in this fight. But I thought Silva was actually a little bit more dominant. But Charles, I think maybe because that fight with Perez, that was his last fight.
Yeah.
Which was a brutal fight, right? Perez came out and really put the gas on him. So it looks to me that Charles came out a little bit more hesitant in this fight, like maybe just expecting something big to come. But Charles is best when he lets loose. Like when he's aggressive, that's when he's the most creative. That's when he's the most dominant. And I think he played a little bit too safe in this fight.
I was gonna say, I did feel when I was watching the fight when I got back to the hotel, and I did feel like he was a little hesitant. And I don't know if sometimes when you get finished and coming back so fast, that plays a lot on your mind.
Yeah, of course. Like you don't want to make the same mistakes, or obviously nobody likes getting tired in a fight. That can stick with you forever, right? Like if you get tired, that feeling
I think
of like
fighters,
fear mixed with like I'm tired, I'm in survival mode. Nobody wants to ever experience that in the cage. It could have been something that he was battling
I'd
with,
rather
but-
get knocked out than be tired, tired.
Big
I'll tell
Gucci
you.
Soldier Mike. Big Gucci Soldier Mike says, thanks for doing the podcast. He's happy to see you guys on here. Ethan.
See everybody in the chat, I see they know who Baby Keem is.
Yeah, Luke, they calling you out. They said, what do you listen to?
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen?
Oh!
They calling you out in the chat, Luke.
Said I never
Somebody in the chat,
drank,
know, Luke.
somebody
The roll around
They
town,
said,
gasoline.
what's Khalil Rountree listen to? Yuri? That's crazy,
That's
chat.
crazy.
Yo, chat, that was crazy work. Hey, they said, Luke, well, who's your favorite music artist?
Hank Williams.
Oh, God.
That's fine.
God. Dude,
That's
more
fine.
boring than a DMV line. Will you stop it with that?
Respect
Yeah,
to Hank.
dog. Hey, Coach Bernardo, you see what I got to deal with? We got Coach in the house right now. Hey, Ethan, the chat wants to know something real quick.
Yeah.
The chat wants to know, what was the first fight you watched that made you say, like, I need to do this for a living? I need to be a fighter.
I can't remember the exact fight, but I remember a moment when I was sitting at my grandpa's house. We had the UFC on. I think the main event was Tito versus Chuck. And
How old are you?
I just turned 28 in February.
Damn.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I just remember watching these guys scrap it out, and I just in my head or even out loud, I said, "This is what I'm going to do. And one of these days, I'm going to be on that UFC stage, and I'm going to be doing this at the highest level." And
here we are.
Lo and behold, we're here now doing it.
Hell yeah.
Well, speaking on age, because you making me feel old saying TJ was coaching dad. How old was your dad and how old was he when he had you? Like,
Yeah. How old was he when he had me?
Yeah.
He was 21.
And you're how old are you?
Now I'm 23.
You're
23.
Yeah,
But you have
23.
kids, right?
Yeah, I have I have a 6-year-old daughter, and then my fiance right now, she's actually pregnant.
Congrats.
Damn,
Wait,
great
you-
daddy.
Wait, you had your first kid at what age?
At 16.
Shit.
Yeah, I jumped off the porch.
Par for the course. Par for the course.
You had a kid at 16?
Yeah.
How'd that feel?
Man, what? I was over there crying. I was like, fuck, man. I was like, no, hell no. Hell no. I said, can't be. It can't be. You sure that's my blood? Man, I was
Crazy.
Man.
That's crazy, dog. Dude folded like a taquito from 7-Eleven.
Yo.
My Xbox!
I remember I called my dad. Oh man, I was just like, yo, I was bawling tears. My boys was with me today, like, Elijah, you good? I was like, nah, bro, y'all don't feel me right now. For like the whole
puberty,
bro. For like the whole 2 weeks, the next 2 weeks, I didn't talk that. I was sick to my stomach. I was like, I'm not in the mood. Everybody, we going to school. I'm keeping it a secret too. Nobody knows yet. We going to school.
Took the baby to math class.
Bruh, everybody they're like, yo, why is Elijah so quiet? I'm like, man, don't even worry about it. Like, I'm cool. But deep down, I was like, yo, what the hell am I about to get ready to do?
Wow.
I asked that question thinking your dad had you at like 16, but no, you got your own at 16.
But funny enough,
some
my
crazy
dad,
shit.
so he's 45 right now, and he just recently had my little brother, who's 3 years old.
Wow.
And when he told me that I was getting ready to have a little brother, I was like, bro, you crazy as hell. You crazy as fuck, bro. I was like, you got to restart all over again.
Yeah.
I said, shit, man. All right, well, ball out then.
That's
you're
So my
and
daughter,
your kids are gonna grow up at the same age.
So my daughter, that's her. My brother is her uncle.
yeah. That's crazy.
So that we call it like brother, like that's her brunkle, brother uncle. That's it. Crazy life, man.
That's cool though. At least you have longer life with the kids when you have them young.
Young, bro.
That's
Yeah,
crazy
man.
work.
Just
Yeah.
knock them out. Boom.
And you got the same baby
Luke
mama?
for sure got some,
No, I
some
got
babies.
it's different ones.
two
Yeah,
baby
yeah.
mamas now?
Mhm.
How you balance that?
I'd be damned if I had 3 though.
Hey,
So this
there's
last
still
one-
time, buddy.
Yeah,
There's
this
still
last
time.
one, no, because this last one is my last one. Okay, not my last kid, but my last baby mama. I'd be damned if I had 3.
You married?
Engaged.
But like that's just for to look good, or you like
Nah,
really
nah,
wanna
that's
marry?
still dog. Nah, I'm done.
He's
I'm done.
sealed. He's
I'm
sealed.
still
He's
dog.
signed, sealed,
No
delivered.
more.
Hey,
I'm not
just-
on these streets, man.
No. Just stay engaged forever.
Yeah.
Don't get married, dog.
Hey,
They know ruin.
It's like Luke Rockhold, bro. He got
Hey,
his
we're
girlfriend.
gonna switch it up. The pod wants to know, what do you guys think about a Peter Yan versus Merab trilogy?
Ask Peter, got my Rob right here. Ask him, bro. What you want?
I ain't gonna lie. Oof. You know what?
We got to see it. Everybody knows we got to see it.
got-
Everybody knows Marab fought way too many times in 1 year. That dude's one of the baddest dudes to ever
We
fight.
got it. We're
Give
not-
him a fresh
Now let me
fight.
let me say this.
I think I think Merab would be better suited in a build-up fight and getting back to it. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't take a. He took it bad, man. Like,
Yeah,
it was one-sided, and like it's only going to get worse next time out unless he gets momentum back at it.
And
So
I-
I mean, like to preserve him or to make a better fight,
Yeah.
go make him fight somebody and then bring him back if he wins that.
And
Right? That's what he
you
should.
know what I think about the fight. I think that fight should happen. I think definitely give Merab more time to really prepare. But I would say this for Merab, and coming from an unranked guy new in the UFC, I would say that he could take what I say for shits and giggles or whatnot, or he takes it to the heart. But he needs to not rely only on his conditioning. I feel like he needs to really better his fighting skill because he's only known for wrestling, not even wrestling, but really just like grinding guys out.
The machine,
But,
yeah.
the machine.
He's a
but
grinder.
But when you go against somebody like Peter Yan, who can go toe to toe, and he's such a skillful fighter, I feel like it's always gonna be hard. So, and he's not somebody who's just you take him down and he's just gonna stay down. You know, he's gonna find a way to get back up. He has great wrestling, great grappling, and his striking looks phenomenal. So I think Merab coming into the trilogy, I would say work on being a full, complete fighter and using his full skill set that I know that he has.
Yeah, because that's
And not just relying on
Khalil,
cardio.
you train with this guy at Syndicate. What do you think about Merab?
I mean, Merab is a special guy. I think that he always finds a way to get it done no matter who he fights. I think his cardio and his like ability to just go all the time is kind of like his strong suit, but there's always room to grow and to elevate in this game, kind of like what you're saying. So if he develops a little bit more striking strategy, all that, then it helps him to win in the future. But it's just something you can't slow that guy down. So give him a little bit of energy or give him a little bit of time off and let him train. I think. Yeah.
But before we look at this amazing fight next that we have, especially with the way, he had so much control of Sai on the floor, the chat wants to know, Luke Rockhold, who's one fight in the UFC you never got that you always wanted?
Anderson Silva.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
That would have been a tough one.
I mean, that was the fight we were talking about when I was Strikeforce champion. He was UFC champ. We were
Damn.
working on blending the companies forever. He was calling for it.
That would have been
I
a
was
cool
calling
fight.
for it.
Yeah.
I think it would have been fun.
That would have been
Yeah, fun for sure. I think any training or sparring or anything with Anderson is fun.
Yeah,
It's always fun.
yeah.
It's always creative.
Time out. The chat wants to know.
I would have seen a lot of fights back then. Obviously, Jacare, dude. I think he would have been an interesting matchup for Anderson as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Khalil, the chat wants to know they are seeing a lot of video training footage of you and Khamzat.
Yeah.
I know the UFC came and brought their own team, and they put out a video, and it looks like Khalil was getting dropped. He was not getting dropped in that video footage.
no.
Let's make this very clear.
Does that annoy you?
No, I don't care.
No,
you don't care?
Because I know the truth. You know what I mean?
At a high
Like,
level.
That's right.
Khamzat be putting it on people. But
No,
the
I
UFC
believe
posted
it.
a video,
Yeah.
And it
and
looked
that
like-
was not from the Jaxxon podcast, but
No,
the UFC
so there's-
posted a video, and it looks like Khalil Rountree be proposing.
It looks
to
like-
Khamzat,
yeah.
But he ain't. He's just
Yeah.
like.
No, so
great.
there's actually, speaking of Anderson Silva too, there's something that I learned from him in the training, and especially when you're being a training partner for somebody. So I'm here helping Khamzat prepare for his fight.
Yeah.
I'm not
You got to be the
I'm not
dummy.
competing with exactly. So there are times where I want the guy that I'm helping to know if it's a good shot, and if it is, I'll like kind of fake take a knee or give that guy the instinct to where it's like, what do you do when you see that a
got
guy
you.
responds like this?
Yeah.
Are you patient or do you just rush? So the UFC was here filming. So like, yeah, we're sparring, but if you can see, it wasn't even a hard punch. He hit me over the top of the thing and I took a knee, but it was a clean shot to the side. So I wanted like, we're drilling and training, but yeah, he didn't
They're
drop me,
always gonna
but
put that
the
out.
guy does hit hard, not to take any credit away from Khamzat.
Chat, we're gonna keep answering
And
questions.
my eyes
the
are
whole time.
okay. I'm sleepy today. So
We're gonna keep answering questions the whole time. I want to talk about this fight. I just pulled it up. I do want to talk about the bigger guys. I know that someone brought up in the last Jaxxon podcast behind the brand that the way Mighty Mouse fights is so unique, and he's such one of the greatest fighters of all time. But sometimes those techniques wouldn't work in the heavier divisions. So one of the things I want to talk about when you have two big guys is kind of controlling. Luke, I know you sparred with multiple people, multiple sizes. You've worked with Cheeto for years. You've worked with DC, Cain Velasquez, Habib. How important is it to have the right training partner when you're getting ready for a fight?
You want to have the best training partners, really. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you have come from a gym where the best people are, you're going to be prepared for every fight. So you should have somebody there that's according to plan. By the way, this guy taps very quickly.
What do you think about that?
I think everything is in question from then on out in his heart and where he goes. I don't know. You just can't tap that quick. There was no timing. I think this guy's supposed to be a submission guy too.
Kutaliba, how do you say that, Khalil?
Kutalaba.
Good to
This
see
is
it.
Khalil's division.
Kutaliba, believe it
yeah.
or not, is the white guy in this scenario.
Yeah.
And,
Kutalaba.
and do we believe, obviously, like, his experience, to control Sai for that much of the first round, like, do we believe he was basically a favorite to win this fight?
I mean, yeah, he should have been favored to
looked
win
like
this fight. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because he floated into the mount pretty fast, and then obviously he collected the tap from there. But it was the first stoppage of Sai's career.
Yeah,
It's the first time he's
he
been
looks
stopped.
a little raw.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he is a little green. Like I don't. He's probably had some fights in the UFC, but not
think he's-
not tough ones.
I believe he's French. I saw him on the French card, and he like you know,
Yeah,
You have
he
something
is.
Like
against
people-
French people?
No, I just think like a lot of guys from different countries they get brought in for different reasons, and they might not be ready for the big show. You know,
Yeah.
Would Khalil be
People
able to
get-
hold
But
him
he did
against
come out
Sai?
hot though. I do remember him coming out hot last year.
Yeah, he probably had a couple of good finishes or something
Yeah.
like that, which is what caused them to put him up against Kutalaba.
The
who-
chat wants to know Mosvar versus Murphy. Who do we think would win that? I might as well ask that right now as we get ready for the next fight.
I think might as well go Murphy. I
I
mean,
might have to go Murphy.
What do you think,
Who's-
Ethan?
my-
Murphy, Mosvar. What do you think? What do you got over there? I know you. I see you really digesting this fight.
Yeah. I haven't seen much of Murphy's grappling, so that's
Yeah,
that's
that
where the
guy-
question is.
that
You know,
will be the- yeah.
because Mozart is
Mozart can go.
one of the
See what
dopest
he
with the
did
grappling
to-
for sure.
But no, but besides that featherweight fight, the use of Zalal and
Aljamain
and
Sterling.
Aljo. That
Oh
Yeah,
damn,
that's
that's
gonna be
gonna
a
be
good
a
one.
battle.
Yeah.
That's-
I like Yusuf. I think Yusuf's amazing. He's funny.
when I tell you, because I spar, like I go up to Denver because I'm in Colorado. I go up to Denver every other
How
week.
far is that?
It's about an hour.
You drive?
Yeah, yeah.
What you drive?
I drive a Model Y.
You get snacks when you drive?
Do I get what?
Snacks.
Snacks? Nah, hell nah. I just keep going.
All right, cool.
Why I got
No, I was just wondering. I'm just
What the
wondering.
hell?
Nah, I'm just wondering how you get down.
Here you go. Here you go. Here's a snack for you.
Those are actually fire. Those are
Candy
actually
for
fire.
everybody.
Here's our new protein candy.
You like
No, they're really good.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
That was good.
Okay, I see the setup though. That was
Hey,
hard. That
I didn't
was
even know
hard.
he had that in his
Yeah,
pocket.
yeah.
No, no one knew he had that in his
Yeah, I
pocket.
had
But
no
those
clue.
are really good. They
I
are
was like,
really
where we
good.
going with this? What the
Yeah.
hell? But
Yeah.
but I tell you, you and I've rolled with both of them though. Yusuf, he's really hard to like.
Think he sucks?
Fuck no, bro. I'm telling you, like he's like super hard to get a read on.
I don't know. Just the way he was about to say that, it looked like he was
Nah,
about to say Yusuf.
nah, hell no. I'm telling you,
He's hard to
the-
get arena wide because
Yeah.
he's
He has really-
energetic or he,
has
bounces
really-
around or
no,
what?
he has really good footwork and he has really good understanding on distance and range and how to get in and how to get out and using his tools, his God-given tools. His fight IQ is just there. And then I've rolled with Aljamain, and Aljamain, he feels like a wet blanket on you. So I want to
Sweaty?
No, just like goddamn, I can't like get up off me, bro. Like I can't get off.
Yeah.
But Yusuf has really good slick grappling and wrestling of himself when he obviously showcased it when he got that first round armbar against Josh Emmett. And yeah, man, I'm excited to see that
Yeah,
fight.
it's gonna be a really good
that's
fight.
gonna be a really good one.
Who do you think wins that, Khalil? Yusuf or Aljo?
Yusuf.
I'm gonna say Aljo.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Aljo over Yusuf?
Yeah.
Is
I
it because
think.
Aljo
Hey,
trains
I
with
tell you
Raw?
what, man. You know Yusuf not gonna hear
Hey,
this.
Yusuf, we on the podcast. We on the
yeah.
podcast. Everybody talking so loud about you. They said
I was
they said
like-
you ain't conditioned. You ain't that funny. I said y'all crazy.
First ever main event.
Hey, Yusuf.
First 5-round fight. Never had a 5-round.
Hey, Luke Rockhold over saying he ain't that funny. I said, what you talking about?
Where does this guy come up with this stuff? Things that come out of his mouth.
Yusuf.
Hey, are you ready for Aljo or are you pulling out?
Oh man.
You know, like 10 extra.
What we doing?
Bro, what are you doing? You on a podcast. What you doing, your own podcast? Where are you?
Yo, what the hell?
Hang up.
Hey,
Hang up.
Just because of the level, the experience.
I think he on a podcast.
I'll say,
What the hell?
Bro, this is crazy.
And Yusuf not gonna shut up too.
No,
No.
I know. I've never seen him so quiet in my life. So
Yeah.
you think Yusuf talk a lot?
Do I think? I know he
He
knows
nonstop talk.
he knows he talks a lot. Like, bro, we could get the joke. I'd be like, yo, your shoes ugly. He gonna talk about your shoes. He gonna talk about your shirt, your nose, your mama, your daddy. He
Yeah.
gonna go
It's-
down the whole line.
He
It's
said, guys, I'm
nonstop.
on the phone with the UFC. What do you need? I'm like, oh, okay,
Nothing.
well,
Oh, well, never mind.
yeah, well then, sorry, thanks for big leaguing us, brother.
No, I think that obviously Aljo has had a lot of like championship experience and just like
Aljo's the man.
and he's had big fights. He's gone against really big opponents. So I think that like he's gone through enough to kind of tighten some things to where he won't make as many mistakes in this fight versus someone like Yusuf who's skilled, who's game, who's hungry, but like he said, this is his first 5-rounder.
Yeah, and but
You get what I mean? So it's
Aljo's-
like there's a little bit difference in the game of MMA
What do you
when
think,
you're
Luke? I
preparing
know
for
Luke
a
got something to
5-round
say on
fight
the
versus
Aljo.
a 3-round fight.
Aljo
Yes.
versus
Well,
Yusuf. I
I
know
just
Luke
think-
got something to say.
I just think Aljo just came off a loss to Movsar, right? Did he?
Mozart.
No, he just beat
He
Brian Ortega.
I just saw a highlight of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was
so he
old.
beat Brian Ortega. Yeah. I mean, I just think that Eustace is just too tricky.
He
Too
is
tricky,
tough.
too wiry, too hard to hold down. You're not going to be able to locate him, and he's going to get pieced up. I think he's going to get. It's just like
Really
Did you
good.
see
The energy has
Yusuf-
changed.
Yusuf's fight against Ilya.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about that?
I thought that was a high level fight. I mean, they're both basically both of them were coming on short notice.
Okay.
Because it was obviously Ilya was coming on short notice, and Yusuf, he had an opponent change, I think, almost the same, damn near the same thing as Ethan. And but Ilya, he's a dog. I mean, to go the distance with Ilya, and not also he found himself getting caught in a lot of submissions too. A lot of submissions that I feel like a lot of people probably would have tapped, and he was able to fight that off and make it a competitive fight. So I mean,
We'll jump into this next featherweight fight.
Shout out to
We got
Morocco on this one, huh?
Hardwick. You know,
Well, dude, what's up with that Harry Hardwick, dude? This
what,
guy
you don't
looks-
like Harry Hardwick?
his look is incredible.
Okay, so is it Riki or Rahiki?
I think it's Rahiki.
Rahiki.
Yeah.
You know, over the 10 minutes, both men landed
look.
70 to 80 significant strikes each.
Yeah.
Rahiki was consistently standing, you know, with the cleaner, landing with the cleaner, staying in the pocket, more damage shots. You know, Rahiki stunned Hardwick with the flush head kick. And you see like he unloaded the big punches going into, you know, the fence in the late round too. I know when we were watching the fight, we were talking about the jaw.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you were telling me about how like, dude, when it gets cracked, forcing the stoppage. Let's jump right in. Oh God, Yusuf hit me up again. Hold on. All right, let's see what he got. I know you got something to say.
Yeah.
I know you got something to say.
Who said something?
Luke Rockhold say you got ADHD.
I mean, I do got wild.
And then Elijah Smith said your ground game sucks.
Hey, congrats to
I
my
did
boy,
not
though.
say
Hey,
that.
you see how good he looked?
Hey, said Colorado in this thing.
My boy. Hey,
Hey,
look at that boy.
I had to go do my thing. I had to just be patient, find the time, and once I find my shots, boom.
Ethan says hi. He gives his best regards.
What's
Hey,
up,
that
brother?
boy- hey, man, what a fight that was too. Congrats to you as well, my man.
Oh, so you
Thank you.
switching up on Malcolm just like that. That's good to know. That's good to know. Hey, that's good to know how you
gotta
be
give
switching
kudos.
sides. Hey, you see how that be working?
Hey, when you-
Hey, Khalil Rountree says you don't stand a chance against Aljo. That's his boy from Syndicate.
Hey, I nothing but love. It's a fight game, brother. It's nothing but love. It's okay.
Yeah, he said you going for.
I will still come do podcasts with Khalil though. It's okay. We'll still be.
Hey, you know I always got your back. You know.
Well, I don't know. You got TJ's back though. That's for sure.
Well, TJ a dog, and then you over here doing too much.
I don't know. I guess. Hey, just tell him I got lucky. I guess. I don't know. I keep getting lucky. I guess. I don't know what's going on.
They saying don't break down like a '97 Civic on the freeway. I said, come on, Yusuf got cardio.
Come on, brother. 97.
You,
come on.
you got that cardio or not?
You got the cardio or not for Aljo? Because Aljo got cardio.
Hey, Khalil training with Khamzat.
Tell him, man.
now,
Tell him
baby.
you in Colorado, man.
Oh, he said Khalil training with Khamzat. Now you different man. He won't even take his shades off in the podcast.
He be acting different.
Oh, he thinks, yeah, he crazy. Yeah, he crazy. Hey, Luke Rockhold wants to know, what is it going to take for you to beat Aljo? Any secrets that we need to know?
Shit.
Are you coming?
to Luke.
How do you feel
Anytime
if
they
it goes
ask
to
me,
the
I just be
ground?
like,
What you gonna
shit,
do?
Just go out
I
there and
feel great,
fight.
man. I feel like I
I'm
do
just
more.
going out there to
I
fight.
attack
Right.
more than the other guys that he fought. You know what I mean? I feel like the jiu-jitsu wise, I do a lot more attacks than the other guys they fought.
telling you.
And I think I'm more scrambly, like making you work, not just kind of just hold. Like you can hold all you want, but you still got to deal with the attacks and the get ups and the cardio as well.
You gonna take this fight to the ground? You want to keep it on the feet?
Oh, I'm ready for both. And you know me, there's a lot of people fit. I was like, the last 5 fights, I've been grappling a lot. So I'm excited to test my grappling.
We might
and
see a
test his grappling
takedown.
as well.
We might see your own takedown.
They want to know, hey, the chat wants to know, are you going to crack like a pinata and a 10th-year-old birthday? You going to crack? You going to be ready?
No, they call me baseball. I'm be doing the cracking. Don't worry.
Hey, real quick too. You actually
Pause.
finally look Moroccan because you grew your hair out. So shout out to that.
You finally got some swag.
You-
You finally got some swag. He said last time you showed up, you ain't had no swag.
Studios.
You know I got you. You know I got you. Hey, but you gotta take this fight serious, Yusuf. You know Aljo got crazy sidestep. He be doing this and that. You gotta be serious.
What do you think I do, man? I'm trying to change my life, and like I said before in that podcast,
I've seen more action in a library parking lot, Yusuf, than I've seen from you in the last week in the gym.
Well, I don't know about all that.
Where you been then? Why you don't post no more? You don't respond no more?
Yeah, bro, because we're grinding. That's what it is.
You agree with that?
I stay
Hey,
behind
be
the
like
scenes
that.
like that.
You agree with that, Khalil? You agree just going full dark mode, getting
Yeah.
ready for a fight?
Yeah, just go for full law.
Phone stay
Hey,
on
yo, we
D&D.
love you, Yusef. We'll call you back, brother. Thank you. He won't shut up if I don't do that. So
Gone.
I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, so let's jump into the next fight. Ethan, you ever have a chance to train with Yusuf?
I have not.
Where you train at full time?
I'm all over the place. So I'm at the Dent Training Center, CSW Fullerton, or with my boxing coach, and we've been going to different boxing gyms. Maywood is kind of the main one we've been sparring at. So I'm all over the place, man. I don't stick to one place these days. I'm moving around.
The Den. That's where Bisbing used to train, right?
His son trains there, Callum Bisbing.
Yeah.
Michael was there the other day.
Well, he
Yeah.
trained with Perillo. He's trained out here in OC, but I've seen that gym on his Instagram. Let's jump right into this. Hardwick, Rahiki. What do we think about this punch?
No, it was crazy. I mean, these guys were unloading the whole fight. Did it
he's
get
taking
fight of the
damage.
night
Yeah,
or
they
like
did.
a performance bonus?
Yeah,
Yeah, it should have
yeah.
because it was exciting. They were
Yeah, it
swinging.
was fight of the
But
night.
this is what happens when you don't have any wrestling.
Jesus.
Yeah, you just beat each other up.
Yeah, you just punch each other, which I mean, it's fun.
It's exciting. Another one that's like exciting
Yeah.
for the fans. But
Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like
But
one
it
that
sucks that you got your fucking jaw broke,
yeah,
so now
now
you're
his jaw's gonna be
It's
wild.
like you got
broken
one guy
in.
that you can punch as many times as you want, and he's still going to stand there in your face. I mean, that's kind of what it
like you can
what it looked like to me.
spinning
Rahiki
back
definitely had
kicks.
the technical advantage. He was winning the fight.
Yeah.
Hardwick just was tough enough to take it till he broke his jaw. So
Yeah, hard headed, huh?
Yeah.
Hard headed Hardwick.
Like, man, you could be tough. Like, sometimes being a tough guy ain't always the answer, man. Like, you can keep coming forward,
it's
but
never
then-
the answer.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's-
100%. I mean,
Yeah,
I learned that in the Alex fight, right?
Yeah.
Like, had I been focused more on winning versus like just standing there with the dude.
And what do you mean by winning? Like, what do you mean by focusing on winning? Like changing up like the.
Well, just like focusing on winning, meaning using more tools to win the fight versus just standing there and banging with Alex. Like I wanted to do that for the fans,
Yeah.
for you know what I mean, for the most
and I'm
part.
sure and
'cause
they
it's like,
appreciate that.
yeah, and I was like, if I'm gonna strike with anybody, it should be the guy who everybody considers
The
the best in the world.
Chat
But-
wants to know why you didn't try to take down Alex Pierre.
No, they don't.
That's what the chat just asked.
I don't see anything.
They're asking, why didn't Khalil try to take down Alex Pierre? Why did he want to stand there and bang with him?
I think that's where you're getting with your story. right?
That's where I was getting with the
Yeah.
story.
Well, I don't know. The
Oh
chat's
yeah.
just speaking.
Yeah, so it was more for me like getting that opportunity to strike with him. I wanted it to be a fight that people remembered, and like I didn't have the same confidence in my grappling that I did in my striking. So I figured I'd just keep it all there. But then I learned from that. I'm like, no, I got to have confidence in both.
No,
No
I
matter
have to-
where the fight goes, I've got to have the confidence in both. It can't be one-sided. So.
Did you do a lot of wrestling during the fight camp?
For that one, a good amount, more than I'd done, but I was still more focused on
The stand up.
standing with this guy, especially because of the size and because of what he was doing. So I just never at any point in that fight did I want to be afraid on the feet with him, because I knew if I showed that I was afraid or respected him too much on the feet, then he would have
unloaded.
unloaded
Yeah.
and do what he did to everybody. So
Yeah.
I just made sure I stood my ground no matter what. But I, going back, I could have.
Listen, this next fight, featherweight bout, Andre Fili, I thought, to be honest, he did enough to win. I thought he was really applying the pressure. I thought he was really doing what he did. I think he took the first and the third round. We see what happened here. Obviously, when you look at the judges' cards and you see what's happening, they're talking about, maybe the outworking of narrowly beating him in the third round. But it takes 2 rounds, obviously. It was the first decision victory of Delgado's career. What do we think of this fight? I'm going to try to FaceTime Fili, see what he has to say.
It looks like a good back and forth so far. I mean, the kid's bringing it, but Andre was hitting some clean shots.
I think Andre was landing the better of the shots and applying more pressure. Do we
Yeah.
agree sometimes with how they judge these rounds?
I
is
mean,
there
it
a
looked like
consistent way?
what
Yeah,
I
it can
see
be
so
off
far.
sometimes.
Andre
Yeah,
looked like he was sniping, getting clean shots, but this guy's his overall
on the
action.
podcast, and I just got to tell you, I'm watching this fight right now with Khalil and Luke and Elijah and
Yo.
Ethan, and I think you won the fight.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't even want all my money, dude. I'm glad they took half of it.
Now, I'm just, hey, you on the podcast, we live, and I'm just letting you know
Yeah, I didn't even
from
want-
the bottom of my heart, you won the first round, the third round. You applied more pressure, landed cleaner shots. I think you won the fight.
Thank you, brother. I felt like it too, and I'm very frustrated. Obviously, fucks up the record a little bit, takes half your money, but I'm still proud of the performance. That kid was tough, and we had a good fight, and people entertained, and a lot of people have approached me, and told me they thought that I won, and so Yeah, the judges robbed me Saturday night, but I didn't let them rob me Sunday or even today. Like, I'm enjoying my life, and
Good.
That's lit.
I'm blessed.
Gangster.
I get to do what I love every day. So
Gangster, and
I appreciate you guys. You guys,
Hell yeah.
What's up, Khalil?
What up, dude? Good to see you.
Man.
What's up, baby?
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
What's up, bro?
hey, is there anything that you felt like they didn't see? Because we're watching this fight and you're standing in the pocket, you're banging with this dude. Like I said, the first and third round for sure had to go to you.
Yeah, I thought I landed the cleaner shots. I dropped him. He never dropped me. I took him down. Even when he took me down, I reversed. I just feel like I landed the better shots. Even in the third, I think he probably won like a minute or a minute and a half of that third round. And even when he's winning, I'm walking him down, landing shots. So it's like I don't know what they were looking at, especially the way the fight ended. I don't know. I think obviously it was a close fight. It was a pretty evenly matched fight, but I think I did more than enough to win. Very, very frustrating, but I'm just going to take the lesson and leave the experience and on to the next, man. I'm still getting better. So I'm still improving, and I still get to do what I love every day.
Hell yeah.
Life is good.
100%.
Hell yeah. Thank you for that, Fili. That was good.
Fili. I just want to call and send you some love because we appreciate everything you do.
Yeah, I love you guys. The feeling is mutual. I'm going to bring my son's got his 1 year party coming up in April, and after that, we're going to get out to Orange County and come visit, come hang out.
100%. You're always welcome here at the gym, Fili.
All right, boys. I'll see you
All right,
soon.
have a good day, brother.
Later.
See him.
Bro, I for sure thought he won this thing. Like, that was hands down, he put it on him. Talk to me about that, Khalil. And then, Ethan, I want to ask you, what do you think the judges look for when they're scoring a card like that and it looks more even than it should be?
Well, I think sometimes things can be kind of taken the wrong way, and the judges, like, sometimes they'll count significant strikes that aren't really significant. I think they're kind of looking at, like, balance and how you come back after. Like, there was some shots that Delgado it looked like he landed only because Fili was going backwards. So the judges might have counted that as, like, he got the better end of the striking.
Strong flurries.
Like,
He's got
like
very
strong
strong
flurries
flurries where, like, you could see, like, Andre was sniping some clean shots.
A lot of times, like, body language can really determine what a judge is scoring the fight off of, right? If you're putting all this pressure, even if you're blocking, who knows? The judge might see that as this guy's, landed more strikes or he's controlling more of the fight. So the only thing that Fili could have done to make it go in his favor was probably more volume, because he did land good strikes. But if he would have did a little bit more volume, it would have been a lot more decisive.
Elijah, you see anything from this fight? And then, Ethan, I'm going to ask you.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and agree with Khalil. I think it was just more of the activity. He was landing the cleaner strikes, but I feel like the activity it might have, like, swayed the judge's decision.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ethan?
But this is a good way to fucking end the round, though.
Yeah, for sure.
I personally didn't get to see this fight all the way through, so I can't touch base on this one specifically, but I almost wish that the judges, had some kind of fight experience, because all the time you have exchanges where you're sitting there, and with the smaller gloves, it's a little bit different, but let's take it back to, like, a boxing perspective. Is these guys can sit and they just block and boom, boom, and their feet are underneath them and they're good to go, and none of those shots are landing. They're not clean shots. They're not hurting anybody. They're really not doing anything. Mm-hmm. This guy's just being patient. He's a patient fighter. He's looking for his opening, and that one can change the whole exchange there. So, unfortunately, from the outside, everybody sits there and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this guy's teeing off on him," and you're sitting there in the fight going, "Not a single shot landed. My feet were underneath me. He missed everything. I mitigated all the attacks." And
in the commentators sometimes, like, they'll mess that, they'll fuck that up for you.
That's even worse, because they're live doing that.
Oh, I'll be like, yo, he didn't land anything.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they're sitting there live saying how bad it was, and you're looking, or you're in the fight going, I didn't do anything to me. So,
and especially in the Apex where you can hear everything, so the judges can hear every word that the commentators are saying.
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
The fighters can hear it too,
Luke
they're responding even.
Luke Rockhold, the chat wants to know, if you could have one or the other, which one would you have? Takedown defense or knockout power?
You better have takedown defense, otherwise you won't get very far anywhere.
Wow.
Right.
Boom.
Wow. You heard it here. And then I got one for you, Elijah. They said corner advice that actually changed something for you during the middle of a fight.
Shit, stop being a bitch.
Who told you that?
Shit, my dad.
There's a lot of things people say in the corner that won't transfer and compute. You know,
Yeah.
Say something real, it's gonna make sense. Bitch, wake the fuck up.
That's amazing.
Exactly.
Time to fight. You know, like you're gonna. That's gonna get you.
Said,
You
you know
know,
what? You're right. I am being a bitch. Hold on. Let me straighten up. Let me
Here's
get
one
right.
from you. Any fighter from any era, if you could train with him for a week, who would that fighter be?
Any fighter from any era.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
this day and age, you know, we talked about Peter Yan versus Marab. I think Peter Yan is one of the dopest to mix it all together and do it. You know, that's a really exciting fighter, and he'd be great. Yeah, there's a lot.
Peter Yan's probably him and Taporia are my favorite.
Taporia, those are my
They're two to watch right now.
favorite.
What
Jens
makes Peter-
Pulver.
Jens Pulver.
Back
What
in
I-
the day, dude, he introduced, you know, his boxing was for that time. He
Yeah.
was the man with the hands back then.
This is
So.
good. What weight do you guys fight at?
We both fight at bantamweight.
Bantamweight.
35.
Bantamweight?
That's what Iridium does, the agency. They're the number
Who
one
do-
agency on the planet. They just get all the fighters in the same division, and then they run through a division.
Who do you got? So hey, put it out there. Who do you guys want to fight next?
Ooh. Start with Ethan. I want to hear this.
Well, I want to fight Rafael Estevam in the co-main event April 4th at the Apex. That's what's happening, and
nice.
you know, that's the next one lined up. After that,
Yeah,
I like a little bit
Let's give some foresight.
bigger of a name after that. You know,
Like what?
Somebody,
Some make it sexy.
who's
Guys,
on
I
the
got
scene.
Jason House on the horn from Iridium Agency. Hey, everybody wants to know, we're live on the podcast. They want to know, how is it that you have 9 fighters in every division that are either ranked or unranked, and then they tend to just, you know, dominate a division? Shout out to Iridium, the agency. Like, is this purposely, you do this on purpose, or what's the thought process behind that?
Just working hard, developing young talent.
Man, we love that. Thank you, Iridium. That's the CEO, Jason House. He's like
said,
one of the best
"Thank
guys
you."
ever. Thanks.
That's it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's all you get, Jason. No, but it's crazy. Like, do you guys get to cross train at all because the agency kind of connects everybody together?
So like for example, like when I cross train or when I trained with Malcolm, that wasn't planned. So we just happened, we were out there for when Khalil fought Yuri for UFC 326, and we were just Jason. He said, hey, "Yo, you guys want to come and train in the morning right before the fights?" And we both said yeah. And at first, I didn't even know he was gonna be there. I was like, "Yo, I'm about to go train at the Iridium place." And he was like, "For real? What time?" I was like 9 a.m. He was like, "Oh shit, me too." And that's
Because Iridium has their own gym in Vegas.
Yeah.
What about you?
I haven't cross trained with many people, but I do plan on getting out to Vegas. That's kind of the
man,
the
use
mecca
that
for
PI.
doing that. So I'll get out there, and yeah, whoever's out there, I would love to cross train. I want to go back to Luke's question just because I don't want to sound like I'm avoiding it. Yeah, I don't personally have an exact name. There's many names out there, you know. I would like to fight
you want to go to
someone
the top
near that rankings, you know. I think
Let's
Start-
pull the rankings. Let's
Start
pull the
creating
rankings.
it. Creating, you know, like just someone you think you match up with. It's a big name at the top. That's going to get you to where
Yeah,
you want.
of course.
You want to get to the top. You got to call
I,
a shot.
I think any of them. That's why I don't have a specific name. Any of them.
You
I'll go
want to
against.
get to
But
the
let's
top.
say
You want
gotta
to
have a name.
You want
Let's say a
to
name.
you want to create interest of the fans, the people, and make something. You know, like selling a.
I think you versus Montel
being-
Jackson would be an insane fight.
Being the best fighter is one thing. All right, being
Montel
the best two
Jackson?
fighters, but
yeah,
like
he's a good. He's
but
He's
creating.
good. He's 14th in the rankings. You guys both have a cool style. I
You
think it
need
would make a good
storylines,
fight.
man. You need storylines.
Montel Jackson, I'm not too familiar with, but let's do it. Raul Rosas Jr. He just came off a big
Oh,
win.
that would be
good one.
crazy.
I would love to fight Raul Rosas Jr.
He's nasty. I like him.
Any of them.
Another
all
Iridium.
those guys up there.
Yeah.
I
Who
like
do you
it.
want? Yeah, who do you want?
Call your
Elijah?
shots.
Call your
Pick a
shot.
name.
Shoot, I want Marab.
Oh,
Hey, he
oh,
said,
yeah,
put me
yeah.
at the
I want
top of
number
the
one
line.
rank.
Yeah.
So you bypassed Yusef. You said that's light work.
Everybody, I get
He
past
said
it.
Yusef's light work. Oh, I gotta tell Yusef.
Nah, but
that was
it's
light
funny.
work.
It's funny because like when I was coming up, I think it was after my debut, and I made like a bunch of call outs or like who would be a fun fight. I was like, yeah, I think Peyton Taba would be
No,
a fun
that
fight.
was gonna say that's the fight that needs to happen.
Yeah, I was like,
you
that-
versus Peyton.
Well,
Would
the
be,
chat
then-
said
but then-
put
There you go.
Elijah versus
But then-
Raul.
Hey.
but
Put Ethan versus Peyton.
I've heard a lot of people say me versus Raul, but you know, I made all these call outs before, and then they came back to me and they was like, I got somebody for you. I'm like, who? Toshiami Kazama. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then after that, they come back again. I'm like, okay, win that fight, slam knockout, woo woo, yeah. And they come back to me with another Asian guy, Su Young Yu. I'm like, who the fuck is that? So I mean,
They feeding you to the wolves.
I guess that you know what, I talk to, you know, me and Jason, we talk a lot, and I just leave it in the hands. Whoever they give me, I go out and fight. I just want to be more active this year.
That's it.
I feel like last year, because I had that big slam knockout. That was in August. And I was like, okay, that's enough time to get back in there, November, December before the end of the year. Never got a call back up. Waited. All this time passed, like 6 months, more than 6 months. And I'm like, damn, I wanted to build off that hype, and get another win and end the year off with a bang. So if we can stay a little bit more active this year, I'm happy with whoever.
Next, I want to jump into the fight of the night. This was a big one. We have our very own TJ Dillashaw was coaching Josh Emmett. He was the 11th rank going in the fight. He was fighting Kevin Vallejo, who is considered one of the top rising prospects in the featherweight division. And I feel like a lot of people were talking about this fight for multiple reasons. They were talking about Josh Emmett's age, 41 years old, Kevin being 24, both kind of the same height, both having, Josh Emmett with a slight reach advantage. We saw a lot of behind the scenes of the training with TJ, with Josh Emmett. We saw Josh Emmett obviously come off that last loss against Yusuf. I personally like Josh Emmett. I think he's a great dude. He has crazy overhand power. What do we think about this fight? Kevin Vallejo moves up in the featherweight rankings now. And at 24 years old, he's literally putting up a good candidate for being prospect of the year, as well as having this powerful hand, powerful movement. I'll start with you, Khalil. What did you see from Kevin?
Well, I think from Kevin, he stayed pretty patient. Like, if you see it's like Josh is the one that's doing most of the moving, and Kevin's just there kind of loaded. A lot of the times that he landed the big shots, it was Josh actually leaping in and helping. Like, Kevin's got power too, right? But I think Josh was helping him by just kind of, look, every time Josh came in too much and Kevin just stayed calm and timed it. And I think that was just kind of what led him to getting such a big punch for this fight. Like, Josh moved a lot and kind of gave Kevin the opportunity, in my opinion.
Yeah, you can see the hesitation in Emmett.
Bang, bang.
He hesitates. Well, this guy's he's locked and loaded.
He's just locked.
He looks like he's got
every time
so
the distance closes, it's mostly Emmett. Bam, 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 bam. See, like it's not this. It's not him chasing him. It's him waiting there, and then Emmett comes into range, and Vallejo unloads.
And you can see Emmett
doesn't belong in that
He's
fight.
lunging in every time. There's no stepping in. There's no head movement. There's no strikes
There's
into
no
it.
threat that I'm going to
You can see he's worried. He doesn't plant his feet, and then he lunges into the striking range.
His feet are grounded.
He doesn't want to be in that cage.
Yeah. You can tell by the way he's dancing.
He doesn't want to dance with that.
And it sucks because, Josh Emmett, with his last two fights, being ended in the first round, where do you go from after this?
What do you do after a loss in the UFC? How do you bounce back from a
loss?
What
a loss? You just bounce back. It's not the end of the world. But for
you start fighting like that, it's just time to move to a different direction. You know what I mean? Even like my last fight in the UFC, like I took 3 years off. I fought Paulo, and I was a funny fight, but I was not where I was. You know what I mean?
I saw
my skill level wasn't there, and it was just like fuck it. Time to go do some side quests.
Right. I saw the stat on Josh Emmett. It said in his first 20 fights, he went 18-2, and now in his last 6 fights, he's 1-5.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that's a rough, kind of downward momentum.
But he's fought straight dogs though.
Yeah, he's fought. He's
starting off with Topuria.
Yeah, he's had really tough fights.
Is this at 45?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this guy fight next. Like, this guy's going to be interesting to see. Like a big matchup next.
What do we think about his punching power? A lot of people talk about the way he's able to stand there and sit down on his punches. They talk about the way he's able to extend and unload.
But you could just see it how his feet are planted and grounded.
He's ready to go.
Yeah, and his base is not all extended. When you have someone who's nearly walking, in their fight stance, that shows they're relaxed and they're ready to move. So,
and he's punching. He's just rotating in. Like, a lot of the shots are just kind of fun, interesting angles.
Yeah, he's always ready to strike. That's
ready.
101. You got to be ready to strike at all times.
Always ready.
He's got that fast twitch.
Where Josh, he's throwing one.
Yeah, but again,
he
Josh,
got hit. He got hit by Josh there. Then he
Josh is just lunging in with a big shot. If he throws
Yeah.
something straight down the middle, that's going to beat him every time when your feet are planted like that.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the take on the main. Yeah.
And he got the bonus too. That's good for him.
Yeah. Where does Josh Emmett go from here, Khalil? What do you think?
I don't think that he's gonna give up, right? I think he starts to slow down, kind of figure out, okay, how am I going to accumulate my next, few paychecks in the UFC, because we're all contracted, right? So he probably goes back, starts to kind of plan his future and maybe his exit route. But I don't see him really trying to climb for a title again after, what was this, fifth straight loss now?
Something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, when you're fighting for a paycheck solely,
This is a
what are you in
horrible
there
fight.
for? You know?
It's just the paycheck.
You're not
and then,
chasing-
you start to think like, okay, now now I'm gonna fight, but now the money gets allocated towards this and that, versus like back into training camp or back into it's
Your
more-
mind is just, I got to pay these bills. How am I going to do it? Instead of, I'm showing up to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm here because I want to win.
Yeah.
I'm here to be the best. The mindset's different.
Yeah. But he's 41. I mean, like he's done great for us. He's shown us a lot of good fights. He
lot of
always
good
goes in there.
knockouts.
So it's okay. At some point, there's an exit for all of us. So like, you know what I mean? It's good. It's not necessarily a bad thing or disrespect to say like, all right, yeah, maybe it's time to start looking other way. It's like, hey man, save your brain. You probably have a family, you have kids, so like it's okay to exit. You've done so much for us.
And you know what? For fighters that retire, it's really hard for fighters to retire off a win.
Yeah.
Because you win and you're like, oh shit, damn, I still got it. Hold on, I could do
Yeah.
one more.
Yeah.
But sometimes, that a loss like that, especially consecutively like that, you might want to sit back and start thinking of like
Fight some jiu-jitsu guys.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
At that point in your career, you start fighting jiu-jitsu
Alright.
guys.
I want to pull up this sick video that's been going viral on the internet right now recently. It's Luke Rockhold training with Khamzat Chimaev. And Luke, I want you to kind of walk through you being a part of the camp, how they kind of not just embrace you, but really you've been given some amazing, feedback and knowledge as a world champion to Khamzat and the team. And we've been watching Coach Bernardo and Khalil, Armin, the real hunter. It's amazing to see you back in the mix and seeing the respect you guys have for each other. Talk to me about what it's been like being inside the camp.
It's coming off the couch and training with the current champ. It's a special thing. It's always nice to be able to jump in there and test yourself against the current breed. But, I'm out of shape and he's pushing it. So I find my way around the mat and off the mat as soon as I can and get back and save that energy.
The chat wants to know, Luke, are you the inside source for DC and all the information he's been getting on the Khamzat Chimaev camp? Because somehow DC has inside information every week.
Nah, DC just pays attention to everything. I don't know.
He gotta be. He gotta pay attention. That's part of his job.
So
DC, I talked to DC.
Yeah.
He might come down this week to do a special for Khamzat. So
amazing. I want to give the chat and the audience kind of a little inside information here. So this video we're watching is Khalil Rountree, Luke Rockhold, and Khamzat Chimaev training at the Santo Performance Studio.
was that a question mark gig?
Yeah, that was not bad.
Your big toe poked me in the eye.
Yeah, so this is the Santo Performance Studio is the gym we opened up in Newport Beach. It's 15,000 square feet. It's home to our jiu-jitsu studio that Coach
it's
Bernardo
nice.
and Leo Vieira runs. It's a full-time gym that's open to the public, and now this is where we held all of our fight camps. And I think it's amazing. We had Luke Rockhold at the Santo Studio store down in Lido Beach, in Lido Marina. And I said, hey, Luke, there's a camp tonight. Khamzat's in town. We have the real hunter. We have Yusuf, Khamzat. We have, Khalil. Everybody's going to be in there. Can we get you in the mix? Luke, he rolls literally off the couch, puts on some gloves, and he does 2 rounds with Khamzat Chimaev. He does a round with Khalil Rountree. He does a round with Real Hunter. Coach Bernardo's there making sure everybody stays in check. But it's amazing to see the energy and the pace. And at the same time, these guys are doing 2-a-days every single day. Plus, they're training at Coach Sam Calavitas. So it's amazing to see the energy. But now Luke really being a great teammate and a great, part of the brand, coming in and helping the guys, not only with the ground game, but the real runs here that people aren't seeing. Like, they're doing real rounds, 5-minute rounds, full speed, not obviously trying to kill each other, but they're really punching, They're really trying to put on some
competitive
game.
sparring rounds.
Yeah. And I think it's amazing to see that. And obviously, Luke, I got to give you your flowers, being an amazing part of the brand for Jaxxon and Santo Studio, stepping in, being a world champion, giving some knowledge, and it's amazing to see the respect they have for each other. So for the people at home that aren't seeing the context of some of these videos, same thing with Khalil Rountree. No, he's not getting dropped by Khamzat. It's just sparring.
We're training. We're high level.
training.
Khamzat's a champion. Luke's champion. I'm on my way there. We're all just working each other, pushing each other hard, and
Amazing.
staying safe.
And now, before we go, I'm going to give you guys the top 10 breakdown list that was just released. And you guys quickly tell me what you guys think. Okay. So the top 10 MMA fighters of all time, they put John Jones as 1, George St. Pierre as 2, Khabib as 3, Anderson Silva at 4, Mighty Mouse at 5, Fedor Emelianenko at 6, Amanda Nunes at 7, Daniel Cormier at 8, Stipe Miocic at 9, and Jose Aldo at 10. I'm going to start with you, Ethan. What do you think about that? Are we missing anybody from this top 10 list?
I don't know, man. Sounds pretty good. That's a lot to think about right now.
Shit. I would probably, for me, my favorite fighter growing up was Anderson Silva. So I would put him up there at like 2 or 3.
For me, have him at 4 right now.
Yeah, for me, it would go for my top 5 would go John Jones, Anderson Silva, DJ. 4th would be George St. Pierre, and then 5th would actually be Daniel Cormier.
Oh, wow.
And then 6th would be Khabib.
Luke, as a world champion, what do people see? Like, what do they talk about? They talk about DC and how he was as a champion, how he was against John Jones, how he was, at AKA. How good was DC?
DC was a freak, man. I mean, DC walked in the gym at like 260 pounds, 5'10".
Crazy.
And he could do a backflip. This big fat motherfucker was just doing backflips in the ring. It was like, he's just a certain confidence and athleticism he had. Obviously went and killed Sanderson at a much lower weight class, but being able to have the wrestling at heavyweight, it nullifies a lot of that, a lot of what's going on there. So he could dictate a lot of what's going on. But he was just very athletic. He had the wrestling, and he could throw some hands.
All right, chat. Last thing we got for you is Bobby Green versus Jeremy Stephens was just announced. Who's going to win that and why? Ethan, I'll start with you.
I think Bobby Green can dance around, can do his thing. I don't know. Jeremy's been on a good little run though. He's been doing pretty good. So
and he just lost, right?
Who did, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Who did he fight?
He fought Mike Perry, I believe. Or no, he fought
No, he fought some
he
young
beat
kid.
Mike Perry, though.
He
in that
fought,
bare knuckle.
He fought. Yeah, it went to decision, I believe.
But I got.
Yeah, he's been all over the place for bare knuckle to MMA. I like Bobby Green. I like what he does. He's exciting to watch.
Unanimous decision versus M. Jones. Yeah.
So I give it to Bobby.
Bobby gets him.
You're giving it to Bobby. What about you, Elijah?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bobby. I mean, he's still active, and not only that, coming off of a big win, beating a prospect, that everybody had a lot of hype behind him. And not only does he go out there and get the win, he goes out there and gets a finish. I mean,
bounce back, Bobby.
Yeah,
Bobby always bouncing back.
Yeah, you can never
Khalil,
count
who
him
do you
out.
give? Bobby or Jeremy Stephens?
King. I mean,
Green.
I think his only thing was like when he lost to Rufy, that spinning heel kick thing. That was kind of like not fluky because Rufy's good at that, but it caught him off guard. Had he not lost that, he would have still been on this crazy tear, But something about this guy, he shows up to fight. He gives his heart. He's pure entertainment. And in order to beat him, like you really got to put him out. And I don't know if, not to say Jeremy can't, but I'm leaning towards King in this one. Yeah,
he's got too much flow. I think for a guy like Jeremy's not
confidence. He oozes confidence and skill. Yeah, he's gritty.
We're gonna take it for Bobby Bounce Back.
All right, chat. Check this out. We have the Jaxxon Behind the Brand. It's our YouTube show. It's featuring the entire Khamzat Chimaev training camp. Arman Sarukian comes back this week. It's also got a little behind the scenes of Mackenzie Dern and Coach Perillo. Khalil Rountree getting ready for his fight. No announcements yet. Luke Rockhold getting ready for his next side quest. Plus everybody training together at Santo Performance Studio and Jaxxon Media House. Over the next 8 weeks, we will be following the entire camp. You guys can see everything there. We also just dropped an entire new collection at Nordstrom, every Nordstrom nationwide, called Santo Studio. Go check it out. All the boys are partners in it. And we're trying to build something very special, very different. It's a lot of the athletes and the fighters that are a part of the brand helping design the pieces and coming together to build this thing. And we're going to be doing Jaxxon recaps on all the UFC fights with a ton of special guests. Big round of applause. And thank you to Elijah Smith and Ethan for coming on. Thank you to Khalil Rountree and Luke Rockhold. Also, we have a new side quest we'll be announcing soon that Luke Rockhold will be competing in. We can't say it yet. And you guys can check out all the behind the scenes with Coach Bernardo and the entire jiu-jitsu studio at Santo Performance Studio, all in the Jaxxon Behind the Brand show. Thank you for watching. We're out.